Hello everyone, Pockets here, back again playing some more EVE Online. This time we are on Pockets, and I'm going to do my follow-up final video for the Abyss, kind of talk about my thoughts for the event, and how I enjoyed it, and all of that jazz. So we are on Pockets. He has a shiny new Gila. This is a super, well, quote-unquote, cheap fit Gila. It's all T1 missiles, T2 tank, like nothing special here. I can go through the fit real quick, but it's pretty basic. 3 million, I think it cost almost 380 on buy order at the market. I did this for a reason that we will get to, but we'll do the fit before I run the first site, which we will do today. So Secrets of the Abyss. On Cal, I have finished it. I got the 1,000 points. We are done with it. So let me get back to where we need to be so I can actually show it. Come on, game. There's 3 days, 13 hours left. Pockets hasn't done a single site, and that's kind of why I'm doing this. I do want to try in the next 3 days to get through it, all the way to 1,000 to get a second set of the skins, because Pockets would like his own set. I did manage to grab a second Damavik. Someone sold it cheap enough that I could afford to buy it, so I bought it. So I'll end up with an extra Damavik, but I'd like to get especially a Vedmak and maybe a Leshak as well, because it's something Pockets may end up using in the future as he's training for things. But here's my thoughts. So the first thing is, I like how this comes up here and shows your events, your tasks, and that when you complete it, it highlights. Realistically, I don't even mind having to click on it to accept the rewards. The problem I have is that clicking on it, having to wait for this window open, and then clicking on it here while you're in especially in the abyssal sites, can be a problem, especially in the higher tier sites. So you have one like right here, exploratory sequencing. Use a filament to enter an abyssal site. As soon as you're done that, the next one spawns. Finish the first room, finish the second, and then when you finish that, finish the second room. So every room that you complete, you have to open this. You have to remember to open it, click it, and go through. Now with Cal, I got in the habit. I only missed a few in the beginning. After a while, it just became second nature. The other thing is, if you close this, it seems to take, like today it's doing fast. When I was running the sites, it was taking, I'd click it and have to wait quite a while for it to load, like you saw the first time I loaded it. Today it's a little faster, but it's still annoying to have to click this up every time. So I was talking to Gentleman Gamer on Discord, and some cool ideas have come up. So when this pops up and it highlights gray, and you can click on it to bring this up, what if this, either clicking on this redeemed the points, you didn't have to open this at all, so you could just click on this to accept it? Or what if when this completed, you could click on this as normal to view the pop-up, but there was another little flag here that just accept points. So if you wanted to click on it so you could see the whole thing, you could, or you could click on this just to accept the points. I do like you get a little satisfaction, like an endorphin hit when you click accept rewards and everything goes bling. But they could do that right here, and I think it would have the same effect. You could click on this and you get a nice little animation as it disappears and then is replaced with the new one. And that could be fun. If they want to stick with the manual reward acceptance, I think having it acceptable right here from this panel would be the way to go. I'm just going to move this up because it's easier to see everything when I start actually doing stuff. So I think that's one thing. Gentleman Gamer mentioned that. I think that's a great idea, being able to click on this. Just click and accept it, or have another little call out, maybe a green one. So it's like grayish when you complete it, and you'll see that when I run the site if you haven't seen it before. But maybe having like a little green, finish this into a rectangle and have it green. You can click on that to accept the reward, or you can click on here to go in. That would be excellent. That would be my one thing with regards to returning in the rewards. The other thing, it was interesting, the reason I'm doing this on Cal, or on Pockets, and not continuing to grind it on Cal just for the fun of it, is twofold. First, as I said, to get the skins, I'd like to maybe hit these two as well. Grab the extra prototype out of one of these. I think it's this one. I don't know if I can run a T2 with this fit. Probably can, but I don't know if I want to risk it. One of the things that happened on Kel, and I want to see if it's going to happen again, is right here. This Abyssal Extermination doesn't have a link, right? So at some point, I stopped getting the extermination and I started getting a second one of these. So it was neat because you basically get 20 points for doing the whole chain. So 1 for using a filament to enter the site, and then 5 for each room. That's 20 points. and I had it twice, so I was getting 40 points every site. So I want to see if we get that again. I don't know why it happened. One of these got replaced with it, and I want to see if it's going to happen again. So I'm going to run through this again on Kel, on Pockets, just to see. Now, this is a cheap Gila fit, and the reason I didn't give him my good Gila fit is because Pockets Corp is currently under war deck, and I didn't really want to risk losing the 900 million Gila. I can, if I lose a 400, I mean, I don't want to, but it'll be what it is. All right, so let's quickly grab our filaments here. Oh, and I grabbed Kaltorin's bookmark just so I don't have to make a new one. So we're just going to stick that in. Let's just stick it up here. So we should have it now, right? Let's minimize these. These are all stuff. Pockets has collected a few. Excellent. Oh, I have it twice now. Okay, excellent. Maybe I already gave it to him once. That's excellent. Okay, so having this being able to accept the rewards is fine. I don't mind the clicking on it personally. It's just it gets tedious. Every room, one more time. Every room, click, wait for it to load. See, that took a little longer. Click, click, minimize the window, and then continue the site. It'd be nice just to be able to, oh, boom, click, click, or whatever it is. Click them right here and call it a day. All right, let's go do a site. Okay, so first off, I really did enjoy this event as a whole, mostly because I do enjoy running the Abyssal sites. As most of you know, anybody that's been around a while knows, I'm not really an ISK per hour person, so I'm not usually focusing so much on that. I will look at it from time to time, or look at how much ISK a particular task pays off, but more of that's just as a way to communicate with the players, because a lot of other people do care about ISK per hour. So when I show something, I do try to show how long it took me to do and what I got for doing it. Okay, but that said, it's not really my focus, and I like doing the Abyssal sites. They're a good way for me just to do, at least the lower level ones, have a nice chill evening, run a bunch of sites, and just do some stuff. I haven't made a killing on it. I haven't gotten any of the amazing drops. Like, I'm still holding out for some blueprints, which would be very nice. Let me just put these in here. I haven't put these in their hole yet. Valkyrie. Okay, that's my drone squared away. What do we even have? We have Gamma sights, which is the explosive. Okay. And I've only got T1 missiles on him. As I said in my alpha video, which you may see before this or after, I don't know which order I'm going to put those up. But I do talk about it there, but things are happening, and I currently don't have any Navy missiles here, but I wanted to get this recording out, and I don't have a whole lot of time, so we're just going to do it. Okay, so we are on our perch. We are watching local because we are under war deck, and we have to be careful. I got my intel channels up in places that people can't see them, so hopefully I will know if someone enters the system, but, I mean, if they're ready for me, they're ready for me. Alright, so we're going to run the site. We're going to see what happens up here in this first one, and let's take a quick look at this cheap fit. So this was, like I said, I think it was 380 million. I just bought it on sell orders, so you could buy it for buy orders and get a good deal. A lot of the cost on my one and the other one is the T2 rigs and some mods, but for this one, medium core defense field Purger times 3. 4 times Arbalest compact light missile launcher. Normally I'd run it with Navy missiles, but I'll use what I have. So I have some T1s here. Often my Gila has a pro one, or I can't even words anymore. Scan probe launcher up here. I would also like to fit a newt, but currently Pockets can't fly the newt, or at least not very well, so I just didn't bother. You could stick like a NOS or a neutralizer up here to drain targets. You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea. And this time around I'm going with the Microwarpdrive, so we're not going to run it constantly. This is for positioning into close and open distances as I need to, and try to speed up that part of it. On Kel's, I use an afterburner. Adaptive Invulnerability Field 2. 3 times large shield extender 2s. In my mind, if you're going to be flying a Gila, you should wait until you can fly T2 tank. Just worth it. And alphas can do it, so there's no point not to. It should be one of the first things you train while you're still doing whatever you're doing in the beginning. Get your T2 tank. You can live with T1 guns for a long time, but T2 tank is important. And then 3 times drone damage amplifiers 2. This is another place on Cal where there's some expense because I have 2 X-Hiva modules in here, which are like 100 mil a piece, but you don't need them, so this will work. Grid is green. That's our fit. I have some missiles. I have my 7. I probably shouldn't bring all of them in case I explode. But that's okay. If we explode, we lose them. It's fine. And our 2 of each faction drone. You can do T2. They do a little more DPS. The faction ones are a little more tanky, a little less DPS. And there's augmented, which are really expensive, but they're kind of the best. They're T2 faction drones. So they do the DPS of T2, have the tank of faction. Pockets can't fly T2 mediums anyway at the moment because he trained straight to the Gila back before. So that'll be an eventuality, but he's got those. The faction ones are a little more expensive, but I think they're worth it, especially early on before you really understand how to manage your drones. So let's get into the site. We'll keep going, and I'll show you, as again, you'll see, as soon as I activate this, I'm going to get the pop-up here. Let's watch it. Bloom. So right here would be nice to view, and then just claim right there would be excellent, or just have this as claim, but see, now it's loading, loading, loading. Claim the reward, minimize the window, and we're good to go. Now, it's not so bad because I've got it down to, I can get it done pretty quick, but on some of the harder sites, you know what, we're going to actually keep range on this guy. What's our... I don't even know where my drone control range is at the moment. Where are my drones? Where's my drone window? Right here. I accidentally moved it. That's excellent. Okay, we are in explosives, so we're going to use Valkyries. We are going to do this. Now, his range is pretty good, but if we can stay out of his range, let's activate these. Send in drones and missiles. We'll lock this up. I may have to adjust his window because this isn't showing up, so like that. Okay, so we have a laser, so what we're going to actually do is see how bad this is. And we can pulse this to pull some distance. Now, it makes him hit us a little easier, but once we've got distance, it should turn off his laser. That's Harrowing Vedmax, so if you can stay out of the range of his gun, it just turns off. It builds up damage over time, so the longer you let him shoot you, the worse. So there you go, you can see it turned off, so looks like about 20 kilometers, as long as we can keep him at range. Keep it range 25. Alright, now we're going to stop shooting him because that's about to die. Let's shoot this. We'll just watch for him to close the gap, and as soon as he starts shooting us, we can pulse. But there we go. So you can see that was fine. You saw that the deal here. So again, click it, claim reward, minimize window. Again, I would like to see that a little less finicky. As I said, having even just either accept it from here or a little flag. I like both of those. I could live with either. I like clicking on the reward and seeing it happen. I can see why some people wouldn't, but it's that visceral, it's, you know, push the button, get the treat type of situation that CCP is kind of, most of these games are after. You want that push button, get treat feeling. That's kind of, WoW does that very well in a lot of places. That's why loot boxes are super popular as much as people complain about them, because you push the button to open the loot box and you get your treat. And how come this is, I meant to pulse this so I could close the distance a little quicker, which is why I brought the Microwarpdrive this time. So we go a lot faster between our points. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. We'll turn it off because we need to recharge some cap. And we'll just jump straight into the next room. So the nice thing is, if you're paying attention, you can claim this while you're going to the gate. If you forget, you actually have to redo the whole chain before you get the next credit. So, these, I don't remember these ones. Let's just keep it range. Keep it range 25. Keep it range 20. Orbit 25. Orbit 25, I said. Okay. These guys are going to come in close. Valkyrie's out. And shoot them. Let's go ahead. What's our range on this? 34. Alright. Just so we know. Now these guys are going to start hitting us, but they're not too bad. Shouldn't be. Yeah, we'll be okay here. We'll just keep an eye on it. They're dropping pretty fast, so let's orbit this at... We'll just go right to it. We'll shoot these guys while we can. These ones aren't so bad. The Harrowings can do a lot of damage, especially in like the tier 2 sites. This is about half the DPS I get with Kel. So, well, maybe a little more than half. I think I get it just under... I have to double check. It's like 800. So that's not bad. 600 DPS. Really, most of that's the drones. Oh, it's 400 DPS. Yeah, so just over half. It's like it's just under 800 with the other setup. Oh, we can probably shoot our missiles here in a second. But yeah, you can see here we're just doing fine. We just go straight into this. The Gila's fine for this. So another thing that happens a lot is people want a cheaper fit to run the sites. And for tier 1s, there's lots of options you can do if you're willing, if you're going to take longer. Kel can run the T1 sites in under 6 minutes, beginning to end. 6 if I dilly-dally on some of the things. Probably even go faster if I used a Microwarpdrive instead of an afterburner. Because I spent a lot of the time doing this. Slow boating to the cache, slow boating to the gate. So if your target in EVE, your goal, is to do high-sec things, PvE things, like Abyssal Sites 1, 2, and 3, for specifically, anomalies and escalations, that sort of thing, get a Gila, train for it. It is, in high-sec stuff, it is worth every penny. It's decent in PvP as well, but it is, in my opinion, the single best cruiser for high-sec PvE activities. I mean, you can even run level 4s in it if you're brave. Oh, come on. This is not Cal. We can go faster. So 1 pulse. See, look at how much faster that is. I mean, I'm got to remember to do that like more often. A little bit of crystalline. It's a line here. Let's call our drones in before we forget. Let's reload our missiles before we forget. Not that we use them very much. So let's align this. We'll pulse it because our drones are in, and we'll just jump immediately. Ooh. So you can see we're using a bit of cap, so we'll have to be a little more careful, but that's okay. We're going into the final room here, so jump it. And you can see, by now I'd be done on Cal. This whole thing would be done already. But I can probably be a little less careful. I was just kind of starting, ooh, battlecruiser. Okay, and this is that one. Let's orbit him. 25. Let's get our drones on him. Not Vespas. I was running high-sec sites on Kel earlier, and in where I am, Vespas are the better options. That's what I've been doing. Of course, I have it. 4 kilometers. Well, yeah, I need some training on Kel, that's for sure. I should put a drone link augmenter on there. That would help. Let's just go ahead and head to the cache. I think the battle cruiser will be fine. I'll pulse this once just to get some speed out of it. We'll lock it up. Are we having troubles hitting that guy? No, there he goes. Missiles will finish him off. Yeah, T1 missiles. There we go. We'll pop this. I double click next to it so I don't stop moving when it explodes. It's like that. As soon as I put missiles on it, it should explode in like 2. How far are we? Let's pulse this one more time. We don't want to kill our capacitor, but it should be fine. We'll have to watch it if there's ever nuding going on. You have to watch that they're not getting nuded. So you can see here the tank is holding up. This is because... Oh, crap. Wow. Wow, that actually hurt pretty good. Can I shoot this thing? That'd be great. Thank you. Now we can put the missiles on here. Alright. We're going to go ahead and bring the Vespas out. We're capped stable as long as we're not using the Microwarpdrive, so that's fine. And yeah, so not bad. Still under 10 minutes, really. And I was actually talking and not paying attention. So even this fit for the T1s is perfectly legit. And as I said, I've managed to get into a position... Oh, crap. Okay, no, that's fine. Is that only room 2? No, that had to be room 3. We'll check the gate. Successfully complete. And the third pocket. Okay, so the third pocket completes when you jump through. So that's fine. We can get on out. I'm gonna loot this. Come on, can I have my loot? Hang on. There it is. Jesus. It's like I've never done this before. I'm just trying to focus, make sure I cover everything I wanted to talk about. But there we go. So we'll get a little extra speed. Drones are in. Reload missiles just in case. And we're about to find out what we're running into. Check my channels. I don't see anything. Alright. So we should be okay. Unless people are just not paying attention. And this gives us the complete... Oh, that was the kill. That's right. The other one was the kill. And we completed 1 site. So now we'll see what we get. And we're just going to quickly dock up. Just because that is that. I want to take a minute to think about what I just did. Okay, so let's see.
Warp drive active.
So we have another extermination instead, and that's only 2 points for killing 10. At some point, this went away, and I got 2 of these, which was amazing. So keep at it. I mean, even though that's 22 points, so you need to do 50 sites, a little under 50 sites to get to 1,000, as long as you don't forget to do these. 50 sites isn't that bad. You saw that one took me 10 minutes, so 500 minutes. So a little less than 10 hours total. You could even do that in a couple of days. So the site's easily doable. I'm probably just definitely going to try to do it on pockets, and that'll be awesome. But overall, I enjoyed the site. I really, really like the skins. And actually, you can see Pockets currently has an extended, and he's got 80 more hours on it. So we got some time to get him done. The only other thing to do would be this, but because I'm running T1s, grinding it through T1s, it's not likely I'm going to get too much for the mutaplasmids. I might get this one, any mutaplasmid, but then the next one up is harder to find. Running it in T1s for me worked out best on Cal. I can run each site in 6 minutes or less, and I was getting double credit. So even if if I was running a T2 and it took, let's say 12 minutes, so it should only take like 10, I can run more sites faster. And I got stuck. Like this one here, I did the Agitated and Fierce. We almost lost on the Fierce, if you guys remember that video. So I did this, and then it just stayed here. Now, some people were saying this one reset after a day, so I will check this tomorrow. I mean, I might try the tier 2, but I might see if this resets tomorrow, but it never reset for Kel. It stayed on Raging, it just stayed there the whole time. I wasn't about to try it. I just didn't have the time, so I just ran the tier 1s. But so running the dual sequencing was great. This one reset this way though, so I wonder maybe if I accept them at the same time it'll trick it. I don't know. I'll play with it. If I do find a trick to getting it, I'll let you know, even in the comments, or maybe I'll record another video to show you. If you do know a trick to cause that, maybe let me know in the comment section so people can do that. We only have about 3 days left to do this at the recording of this video, and it's going to go up right away, so I wanted to get this out before it was like the day of. But overall, very good site. Lots of fun. I enjoyed running the Abyssal sites anyway, and it was really good to get back into it. Hadn't done one in like weeks before this event started. And yeah. One more look at the skins. So there's the Demovic. Really cool. So pretty. Now I just need to get some blueprints so that I can get some of these ships without paying the Gila prices for them. This one here is like 400 million or 300 million in Gila right now. And I'd love to try one, but 300 million is a lot for a ship that's not a non-known entity to me. Under Leshak. Yep, excellent stuff. Alright guys, so that's likely to be the last video I do for the Secrets of the Abyss event. As I said, I had a lot of fun doing it. I'm glad you guys came along for the ride. A lot of people liked my videos. That was excellent. I will put a copy of the fit for this Gila down in the comments section at the release of this video. So if you want to see this cheaper fit and easily does tier 1s, you can probably do tier 2s if you watch it. Watch your capacitor, and I will eventually do a video where I talk about the priority for kills, but I need to get back into it. As I said, it's been about 3 weeks since I really focused on it. Typically, you want to kill anything that newts you first, anything that webs you second, and then anything that and then your DPSers. But you definitely want to kill the neuters and the webbers really fast, especially if you're in an afterburner fit. If you're in a Microwarpdrive fit, you might want to kill newts and then scrams. If you're in an afterburner fit, the scrammers don't matter. So neuting first, because if you get neuted out, your resist modules turn off and you have no afterburner anyway. And then webbing, because if you're afterburner fit, it slows you down and makes you shoot a hit, and you can't speed tank the battleships. In the video that I almost lost my Gila on, that was all piloting error. On the battleship, what I should be doing and what I do normally do, and just for some reason didn't do it in that video, dive straight in on the battleship, get in orbit at 500 or 1000, so you're as tight as you can get with the afterburner on, and then the battleship can't hit you. You take a bit of damage going in because you're just diving straight at it. You can do a manual orbiting, which is the way I usually do it. So basically click near it so you're going across, and then just keep moving that in until you're within the range you want to orbit, and then you can orbit. Sometimes you have to manually orbit. I had one fight where the battleship sat right at the edge of the map, so if I orbited it, I was going to go out and take out of the arena wall. And when you go outside of the space, the pocket, you take damage. So I actually manually orbit around them the other way. So if you guys want to see that, that doesn't have to be part of the Secrets of the Abyss. I can do that. I can do some videos for that. So let me know if you want to see some of that manually piling stuff as far as the Abyss is concerned, and I will definitely do that for you guys. But that's going to be it for this video. Enjoy your last 3 days in the Secrets of the Abyss. I hope some of this information helped. And as always, if you liked the video, don't forget to leave comments, and I will see you all next time. Take care, and I'm out of here.